in today at Kaylee's Corner. So glad to have you. I had another vision or dream, I guess, that I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys. Felt like it was at least some revelation for me. So if anyone else is kind of walking through the same journey that I am, then I felt like maybe this would be some encouragement or at least just some revelation, some clarity for you. So of course, not every word is for every person. So I would encourage you to take this back to the Lord and just see what he is saying to you, how this might apply to you in your personal life, or just if this is confirmation, if it's for you or not. But again, I felt like this was at least someone else is probably going through this similar to me. And so I wanted to go ahead and be obedient and share this and pray that it blesses someone else as well. So in this dream, I woke up kind of anxious, but also full of peace at the same time, because in the dream, what was happening is it was like I was back in high school and I was on the volleyball team just like I was in high school, but the difference is we were getting ready to play a really big game, like a tournament or like a championship game or something, and it was like everyone else was so excited for it and they were so ready to go and play. And it was like they knew that was what they wanted to do. And I remember it was like in the locker room, I was feeling all sorts of confused. And I'm like, I don't really, like, I'm not in it. I don't really want to be here. I don't really want to play. I'm not really feeling it. And I felt kind of bad because I knew everyone else was so excited. We had worked so hard to get there. And I wasn't feeling it. And I didn't feel like I needed to make myself do it. Like I didn't need to force myself to go do this game or play this game, even though I didn't really want to. So in the dream, that's what I did is I walked, I remember in this dream, that's why I was anxious, I think, was because I was walking over to my coach and I literally like handed her my jersey and was like, I just don't have the heart to play this sport anymore, and I don't really like it. I'm not really in it anymore. Like my heart's not in it, and I just don't think that's fair to you guys. I don't think that's fair to all my other teammates. So like, I know this is kind of a bad time to do this right before the game, but I just don't want to be here. I don't want to do this, and it's not fair to all of you guys. So, like, here's my jersey, and I appreciate everything you've done for me, but peace out, sort of thing. And I was like so full of anxiety because I'm like, man, I'm totally letting them down and my coach isn't going to approve of me. And, just like sorting through all of the feelings in this dream. And then she like handled it way differently than I thought she would. And she was like, okay, yeah, like that's understandable. I appreciate you being honest and like coming forward and telling me this. Better late than sorry, sort of thing. And she's like, actually, I think this is going to work out way better because so and so, she said someone else's name, and she's like, well, they really want to play in this game, and I think they really have the ability to play in this game. But since I was older and had more experience, she was going to let me play instead. And so the coach is like, this is actually a perfect opportunity so I can put so-and-so in the game. And so she called the other person over and kind of like explained to her as to what was going on. And the other girl was so excited. Like, again, like I could see it was what she wanted to do. She really wanted to play in this game and she had worked really hard for it. And, like she really wanted to be there. So it made sense. Like, yeah, that actually made me feel better. And it made sense that that's not fair for me to have been taking up a spot when I really didn't want to be there. My heart wasn't in it anymore. I really didn't even want to be a part of it. I didn't want to play. And so it made a lot of sense for this other person to be able to get to have my opportunity. Because I chose to turn it down. She was able to get this opportunity that she wouldn't have been able to get before, and was able to play in the game, and it was really what she wanted, and she was so excited about it, and it worked out for everybody involved, and I didn't feel as bad about it. And so I felt like when I got up, it was just kind of this idea that I don't have to be someone that I'm not. I don't have to try to do things that I don't want to do. And when we're, kind of in different seasons of our life, we want to do different things and we have kind of, different goals. But then I feel like they have kind of changed and just kind of grown with me as I've grown, and they're not what they once were. And what used to fulfill me isn't anymore. And the things that I wanted to do once, I don't want to do anymore. But I still was, and like in my present day life, still have been struggling with, but that was what I always did. And I was good at it, or I knew what to do, or I had the opportunity. So why would I turn it down? So I had really been kind of struggling with, why would I let it go? Why would I turn it down? Why would I walk away from it in like my real life when that's all I've known, sort of thing? It wasn't making sense to me. So when I had that dream, it really kind of clicked with me, where it was like, it's okay for you to walk away from some of those things that maybe you used to do, some of those things that you used to be a part of, some of the things that you used to enjoy, some of the things that you were good at. It's not like a negative, it's not a character flaw in yourself to walk away from some of those things now. Honestly, I think it's more truthful. You are honoring yourself more now to be able to identify and say, hey, these things are no longer serving me. They are no longer where I want to be. They are not taking me where I want to go. And I am taking someone else's spot. I am standing in someone else's opportunity. And so to be able to kind of remove yourself from those situations, and to give someone else the opportunity that could be the opportunity that they have been praying for the opportunity that they have been working really hard for, and with you standing in the way, without you there, they are able to be presented with that opportunity. And so really it's honoring yourself, and it's honoring the other people around you, knowing, hey, this isn't for me anymore, but you know what? I know this is for you, or I know that this is at least a better opportunity for you than it would be for me. So just to kind of remove yourself from the race that you never needed to be in, really to find your lane and to stay in it, but also to know like it can evolve, it can change over time, and to remove yourself from those situations or opportunities even. I mean, these aren't even negative things, these are good things. Remove yourself from some of those things that you used to love to be a part of, because they just no longer are you. They no longer are honoring you. And to know that you might be able to bless someone else in that process really is what gave me some courage and some strength to know, like, okay, some of these big decisions that used to be me, that are no longer me, they might be just what someone else is wanting and what someone else is needing. And I hope that someone would do the same for me. And I hope that if it was no longer serving them, that it would maybe give me an opportunity that I wouldn't normally have. So I want to be able to do that for other people. And so, yeah, I just pray that this is some encouragement, that if you are struggling one way or the other, and just kind of feeling torn and uncertain and unsure about where you want to go, but you're not sure you want to be where you have been, just know that if you take yourself out of the race that you have always been in, it's not a negative thing. It's not a bad thing. It might actually be a blessing in disguise for everybody involved. And of course, God can and He will always use it to work in your favor and in everyone else's favor. So just be honest with yourself, be truthful with where you're at, who you are becoming, who you want to be, where you want to go, and how you want to get there. And step away from things that are no longer serving you, and step away from situations that aren't going to help you get to that point. And maybe you can be able to bless someone else in the process and really honor yourself through the whole journey as well. So I pray that this is encouraging to you guys, or at least just give you some clarity, maybe some revelation. And I pray that you would always take it back to the Lord, get some further clarification in your own life, how that may apply to you. But yeah, just know you're not alone, and that you're not a failure, but that it could be a blessing for both you and someone else, for an opportunity that God wants to use in both of your lives. So yeah, I pray that you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.